Hello, welcome to Economics Knowledge. Today we will discuss about theories of international trade. Concept of international trade have some problem like on what condition trade will occur, how to determine the direction of trade and how to determine the terms of trade. First and second question is answered by Ricardo and Adam Smith, that is on what condition trade will occur and how to determine the direction of trade. Then the third question is answered by J. Mill. To answer the first and second question, Adam Smith propounded two theories such as equal cost difference and absolute cost difference, and Ricardo propounded one theory, that is comparative cost advantages. Equal cost difference. According to Adam Smith, no trade will occur if both the country are facing equal cost situation. According to Adam Smith, if both the countries' exchange ratio line is parallel to each other, then no trade will occur between the two countries. Next, let's discuss about absolute cost difference or advantage. Absolute cost difference. It is given by Adam Smith in 1776 in his book Wealth of Nation. Adam Smith in his book Wealth of Nation stated that international trade is beneficial only when two nations have absolute difference in cost of production of the commodity in which they specify. Here, Adam Smith specify some assumption like complete specialization. Complete specialization means if suppose we take two countries, then both the countries specialize in their own product, then there is single factors of production, that is labor. There is two countries and two commodities. This theory we can say that this is a 2 by 2 by 1 model. This define two countries, two commodities and one factors of production, that is labor. Then value of commodity is determined in labor cost, that means the price or cost of the commodity defined as per the labor cost or labor hour. There is no transportation cost, constant return to scale, perfect mobility of factor within the nation but not outside the nation. There is full employment situation and perfect competition in the market, free trade situation, laborers are homogeneous. Then absolute cost advantages theory define that when one nation is more efficient than other nation in the production of one commodity but is less efficient than the other nation in producing a second commodity, then both the nation can gain by each specializing in the production of the commodity of its absolute advantages and exchanging part of its output with the other nation for the commodity of its absolute advantages. The entire statement we can clarify it with an example. Suppose we have two countries, that is Portugal and England. Suppose there is two commodity, wine and cloth. Both the countries' wine and cloth cost is defined as per the labor cost. Suppose first of all we see about Portugal. 40 is the labor cost and 80 is also labor cost. Suppose let's say Portugal, for producing wine, Portugal use 40 labor unit, and for producing cloth, Portugal use 80 labor units. And on the other hand, England is another country who produce wine with 80 labor unit and cloth in 40 labor unit. Here we can see that Portugal is more efficient for production of wine and England is more efficient than production of cloth. Then here trade can easily take place because Portugal can export the cloth from England and Portugal can import cloth from England because England take less labor unit to produce cloth. Similarly, England can import wine from Portugal because Portugal need less labor unit for production of wine. Here I draw something that is DER. We can call it domestic exchange ratio. It means that suppose Portugal, let's talk about only Portugal. Suppose Portugal one wine exchange in its own country, then he get only 0.5 of cloth. How to determine it? How to determine? Like we can determine it by its cost ratio. Like A1, we take it A1 is 40, that is 40 by 80. We can solve it as 1 by 2 or 0.5 unit of cloth. Likewise, suppose 1 cloth is equal to 2 wine. How to determine it? 1 cloth. Then we A2 by A1. That means 80 by 40. Then we can simply draw this. It is 2. Similarly, in case of England, that is with comparative ratio, England can exchange 1 wheat with 2 cloth in his own country, and 1 cloth can give him only 0.5 of the cloth. Then here it's beneficial for the both country that Portugal can exchange 1 wheat for 2 cloth and England can trade with 1 cloth with 2 wine. Here both Portugal and England are beneficial in participating in the trade situation.